Hello, beautiful being. Can you smile with me? Chickaway. Welcome, bienvenido, hello. How are you feeling? Hope you feel alive and thriving. And even if you don't, smile and see what that does to raise your vibration. Sometimes we gotta fake it. Sometimes we gotta look ourselves in the mirror and say, I love you. I fucking love you. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are magic. You are well. And even if our body or even if our mind previously was like not feeling that way, even if our body was not feeling that way, even if our relationship between the mind and body, maybe we're hating on our body, or we're hating on our habits, or maybe there's just a disconnection there. We got trauma in our body. Whatever it is, how can we reset that vibration? How can we be more loving to ourselves? How can we speak it? How can we hear our sonic vibration resonating? Because to think is one thing, but then to voice it, to express it, to say, I am powerful, I am magic, I can do anything, I am expanding, I am returning to who I've always been before all this happened to me, before life happened. I am honoring myself, my inner child, my ancestors. They are coming alive through me. Living in Mexico, living in the land where my ancestors walked, where they played, where they practiced, where they expanded their consciousness, where they created art, where they held ceremonies, was so activating for me. Being on that land, connecting, learning from others. And so I hope that we can all do this in some way. I think understanding our lineages and being proud of our cultures that we come from, and sharing the ways in which our ancestors were able to transcend pain. Mostly it's through art, and through music and dance, and through the breath, through forms of movement, right? Because movement could be anything. Movement could be yoga, it could be dance, it could also be moving energy, moving power, martial arts, capoeira, right? Moving awareness, meditation, right? It's just all movement. I'm a mover. I was put on this lifetime to be and to guide movement, and to move my body, and to explore all forms of movement. And I really tapped into that when I was living in Mexico, and being around so much different styles of movement and play and expression. And so this is my gift, and this is what I wish to share with the world. How can we create our own personal self-expression through movement, so that we may heal, love, and create? Yes, it feels so good to know who you are and to know what you're here for. And I wish that for you to keep doing it. If you know, keep doing it. I see you out there. It's tough. But I see you. Keep doing it. And if you don't know, or if you're lost, or if you thought you knew and then now you're like doubting yourself, or if there's any question marks, what the hell, what's happening? I hope that you may just return to your breath, return to where you came from, return to your support system, return to stillness, return to nature. Oh, I've learned so much. Nature has taught me so much. It's wild, just by observing, being still, being quiet, listening, playing with nature, in nature. Oh, you learn so much, because we are nature. We are a version of nature. We feel most ourselves when we are in nature, because when we are surrounded by versions of ourselves, similar to when we're around our family, if we're connected to them, or our chosen family, when we're around our people, they are just different versions of ourselves, so we can be in our natural elements. We can be ourselves. It's the same thing when we're outside, when we're around animals who are just different versions of life and love. So I invite you to return to what you love every day. Do what brings you joy, and surround yourself with people who allow you to just be. Because to be yourself is effortless. It's an effortless act. It's with ease. You don't have to try to be yourself. What you do have to try, though, is to quiet the mind, to quiet all of society's false and chaotic stories about who you are, who you need to be, who you're not, who you have to be in order to be accepted or successful or fulfilled or important, because it ain't true. No. And don't let it fool you for 1 second. Don't let it fool you, because it is not true. When we forget all of that, when we return to ourselves, we can just be with ease. Because who you are is who you're meant to be. There ain't no comparison. There's no competition. You're only competing with yourself. How can I get better than who I was before? How can I continue to grow? And how can I, by doing so, lift up others around me? Because all our gifts can be shared. And that's why they're gifts. They're not meant to be kept in. They're meant to be shared. To withhold yourself, even if it's because of fear, even if it's because of you're embarrassed, or even if it's because you're shy, or maybe you're have doubts about being accepted, and those are very real and valid fears. Okay, so I'm not saying you can't have them, or that it's not normal, because that's very normal, that's very valid. Okay, you're fine. But just know that by withholding yourself, you are doing your community, you are doing the world a disservice, because who you are is a gift, and it's meant to be shared. Don't be selfish, okay? Give. You'll find that the more that you give, honestly, the more that you receive. It may not be from everyone. It might not be, don't have expectations. Right? But the people who see you, the people who are a version of you, the people who you can be at ease around, they will be like, oh, okay, that's me too. That's a version of me. Okay, I see you. They're going to give you an energetic clap. It's okay to want to be accepted. It's okay to want to feel like you belong. That is something that is deeply biologically ingrained with us, spiritually ingrained with us. We are meant to be social beings. We are meant to live in community. We are meant to have mentors and to be leaders and guides, like a network, right? We're meant to weave tapestries of cultures and wisdoms and art. It is natural that we want to feel like I'm one in this piece, like I belong here. I'm just as needed and as important and as appreciated as all. We just want to feel valued. We want to feel like people really value us and all that we have to offer. Whew. So I hope that you may be yourself, know yourself, and in that, find your people that you can be around. Invite patience into the relationships. Maybe it's your family. You can't feel like you can be yourself around. I feel that sometimes, and that's a very real and valid feeling. Sometimes we are different than our family, and that's okay. But sometimes we feel like we have to compartmentalize, or to not bring versions of ourselves to the table when we're sitting. We have to draw it in, walking on eggshells. We're trying to like be palatable for everyone to digest us. But you know what? Sometimes our body needs to take in things that are difficult, okay? We need to bring that spice. We need to be uncomfortable. We need to, okay, what's happening here? Because it allows for us to release, right? Spicy foods are amazing for release. That's why them Indians, that's why them Asian foods, that's why my ancestors in Mexico, we got the spice, we got the chili, we got the jalapeno. We all have, spicy cultures. We often come from suffering. We need that spice to release. Right? We need that spice to detoxify. Is that a word? Detoxify? It is. And to purify ourselves. So if that is any motivation, may you be the spice at your table. May you make other people uncomfortable so that they can digest what it is within them, that they cannot accept you as you are. You are not responsible for how they receive you. You are responsible for showing up as yourself, for being true, and for sharing in a loving way so that you can be received with respect and love. So I wish and hope for you to have the courage, however you want to draw that from, the courage of a lion, a tiger, the courage of a warrior, the courage of an artist who shows up on stage. You got the stage of the people that you feel uncomfortable around. But it may not be many people, or it may be a lot, but I hope you have the courage to stand tall, chest out. As I said, let's circle back the movement. Part of movement is obviously connecting to our bodies that allow us to move. And our posture, how we carry ourselves, does have an effect on our moods, on our confidence, on our openness, right? We do asanas and yoga that open the heart, like physically and energetically, so we can open ourselves to give and receive love. So when we show up in a space and we're shoulders up, all the way up, keep them. Go up, go up. Don't move your neck, just move your shoulders. Now push them back behind you. Keep pushing them, keep pushing them. Keep pushing them back so your chest lifts, and then now drop them. Just naturally. So this is perfect posture right here. Right? Tuck your tailbone. Breathe. So you show up to the table with this posture. Crown up, chin out, heart open. Baby, you can do anything. You can say anything. You can be. So let's just close this out with a releasing. We're gonna release anything. I said a lot may have came up even just for me with speaking that. I'm like, ah. So it's just like reel in one thing that we witness come up that we're ready to just, I don't want to die. I don't want to be fearful of this anymore. I don't want to hold this in my heart anymore. Oh my God, I'm ready to just let it go, baby. Let it go. It's not belonging in my body anymore. It's no longer giving me life. It's no longer teaching me a lesson. It is ready to be gone, baby. Gone. Sayonara. So inhale, whatever it is, bring it to your awareness. Bring it to your awareness. Let it fill your entire being. This is the last time that it will fill your body, and it's okay if it's not. It could be the second or third to last, but just feel it. Really just let it fill you up. All the pain, all the doubt, whatever it is, any lingering heaviness or annoyance or frustration, just let it fill you up first. Really just let it. This is the last time. And then now, let it go. So inhale, open the chest, and then let go. Let it go. Doesn't it feel good to be free, to be alive? Peace and blessings to you.